Hey, good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be looking at new cars from 2021 and commenting on their design and see what works and what doesn't work and if they might be successful or not. I'm going to get started. I have Googled new cars for 2021. Many of these I've seen reviews on, many I've read about them, some I've actually thought about maybe getting. I'm gonna start popping some images open, and we'll discuss what they look like, and let's see. Alrighty, let's go here with the Ford Bronco. To start, the Ford Bronco, in my opinion, looks beautiful, and this is the four-door. If you want a family car, it it fully works. If you're into camping and stuff, this works. I believe they have inline four as well as a V6 for this vehicle. The two door looks even better than this, but this one is still pretty damn pretty. Even with this color, I'm not a big fan of orange. I'm looking up because my ultra wide screen is up there, and that's where I'm pulling up these images. But I think this car is beautiful. They did everything right. It kind of brings that retro style, but then the lighting, just the way they made it, and then they have the nice letters there, it just brings that thing Bronco. You're driving on the street and you're gonna see it, and it's like something almost you would say exclusive. The mirrors are pretty nice too. I consider they're simplistic, but they're nice, just the way they designed them. I do like the rims that this comes with. Not 100% sure if this is the actual one. I'm used to seeing pictures of the two-door one, but I have seen four-door. This one almost looks like it's edited a little bit, to be honest. So I'll see if there's another image in a while. We'll keep popping images open and talking about it, but it is more so like this, what it looks like. I'll see if there's one. Actually, there might be. Okay, here's the two-door. So this is the legit one. This was the pre-production one. Now the production one is the one I was looking at. So we were in the right place. That is the production one. So yeah, it is nice. The bumper kind of looks a little bit cheap, to be honest, but maybe they'll work their way around that. I do like the grill. I like how simple this looks, but nice at the same time. If you see it on the street, it'll be so cool. I love it, and it's not that expensive, to be honest. I think they start around 40,000 Canadian, 44, something like that. They do have another model called the Bronco Sport, which is this one here, and this isn't the actual one. Neither is that one. It looks like this, but this you can say that that's a render. Let me pop another window here. Bronco Sport. Just to show you what it actually looks like. Pop that open. Alright, here we go. That's the Bronco Sport. This is what the Bronco Sport looks like. I actually looked into this car and put it on my wish list. Problem is, it's an inline 3. 180 something horsepower. You do have one version that's a 4-cylinder, which is more appealing, but it goes up to the 40 something grand territory. And I watch a lot of reviews on YouTube, and I think it was the Straight Pipes or something like that I was watching. I believe it was those. I might be wrong. I was watching, they were going around the car, and just the structure of it and how it's built wasn't great. Looked very flimsy, very very cheap in one way. And if you're gonna pay 40 grand for a vehicle, it better be like solid, because 40 grand is a lot of money. I'm talking about Canadian, so US it's like 30, 35 maybe. But I do like how they come. You have multiple ways of choosing them. The 3-cylinder, I'm not a big fan of that. I just think the 3-cylinder might end up having problems or not enough power. They're all-wheel drive, by the way, but say if you go out in the snow, like especially here in Canada, you go somewhere, 3-cylinder might not do it. Now, is the car beautiful? Yes, it is. It is freaking amazing. I love how this car looks. I've actually seen one on the road, and it looks pretty nice. It doesn't look very small. It is a compact SUV, but it looks pretty nice. I like it. It is very nice. I just wish it was all in 4-cylinder, at least, and then maybe you put a V6 or something. just the i3. I don't know, but many brands are using the i3s now. I don't know why they're going with that, unless they're making them really good now, because Koenigsegg managed to put that the Gemera has an inline 3 or whatever back there together with the electronic motors, but it does have a 600 horsepower inline 3 somehow. I haven't researched how it runs and how it makes so much power, but that guy's a genius, so he somehow made that work. Let's pop into another car. This is a render, and I honestly, let me pull this up. So this is supposed to be the i8, but this is a render. It says 21 to 25. I don't know. Too much going on. I like the rims though. I like the side, but it looks almost like the old one. I like how this kind of, let me see. I like how this kind of goes in there, that part of the design. You have some air that can go here. Hopefully it works to cool down brakes or something. I like that edge there. Pretty nice. The lights, simplistic. I can't fall in love with these big grills that BMW is doing. I do like this edge here. If they go with this design, in a way, it looks better than the i8, the recent i8. But I still don't think it's extremely pretty. There's actually a picture that shows. There's another render. Kind of looks better because they kind of put the grill together there. Yeah, not totally bad. Not great either. It's not my favorite cup of tea. Now, here's a vehicle a lot of people are probably excited for, especially in North America. They like it. They like Hummers a lot. I still see a lot of Hummers on the road here in Canada. In Portugal, I remember there was this one guy had a yellow Hummer, an H2, and everyone went crazy when they saw that. Oh my God, little do they know those things aren't even that expensive here in North America, and the quality is not great. But I gotta admit, this vehicle, the new Hummer, the electric one, this model here, I didn't even know they had a convertible. There might be more than one type or one variant, but I do like the rims. Look really nice. They kind of look like the H2 ones. The mirrors, simplistic but nice. I like that little black Q there. I like these lights. I don't know if that's gonna be if it's gonna work together with the emergency lights, the hazard lights. I like how they include the name there, just like the old style, and they kind of kept the lights together with the grill all together in one line, which I like. A car that does that really well is the Challenger, and I like to see cars do this. It keeps the design simple and nice. I like the hood, nice scoop there. The fog lights are placed in a really good position. I'm not sure if these are hitches or something. This one almost looks like it looks almost like a truck, a 4x4 truck. But I do like the design of this car. I think this one will be successful, and I believe it'll sell under GMC if I'm not wrong. But I do like it. This one is a pretty nice car. This, I don't know what this is. I know it's a Cadillac, but it doesn't have a name on this picture. It says GM Confidential down here somewhere. I like it, but I don't think this is real. This is probably just a render. But I do like how they have these intakes. I can't tell if they would be functional or not. I do like the grille, but in a way, I am seeing brands do this. So the new Hyundai Tucson definitely picked up the EQC design and implemented in their car. And that's one thing I find by Hyundai, and that's why I never want to buy a Hyundai, is they steal a lot of design cues from other brands, mainly from Mercedes the most time I find. And that Tucson definitely took that grille with the lights from the EQC. And they can't say, well, but ours was released first. It's like, no, the EQC prototype was out a long time ago, and you guys definitely picked it up from there. And this car's almost doing the same, so I don't know. It is bringing that EQC kind of design there. I'm not a fan of copycats, to be honest. I do like these rims if it becomes like that, but this is a beautiful design. I just don't like that it's kind of imitating the Mercedes. This here, new Honda cars, this is a render. Doesn't have a name. I'm not even going to talk about this one then. But if they make a car that looks like this, I love it. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just make it in 4 doors as well so that we have a good option for family. We got Infinity here. Looks like an Infinity. I believe that's an Infinity badge, and that's the Infinity Grill. I believe this is supposed to be some sort of electric Infinity. It does not say a name. Let me see. I cannot find a name for this car. FM platform. It doesn't really say, but I gotta admit, this looks like they've produced the actual vehicle just for like a prototype. I like it. If they release that, you might be seeing more Infinities on the road. We don't see many here. I don't know. They're not selling well. My neighbor actually just bought an SUV. I think it looks beautiful. But they're getting a little dated, just like the Acuras we're kind of getting. I do have an Acura, but I really love the new MDX. The one before that, I was not a big fan. But I like what they're doing with the newer cars. Infinity also, from what I've seen, I think they have some really nice stuff coming up. The other thing with this Infinity is there is a rear picture, and it also looks amazing. I like how sleek it looks. I like how the roof kind of comes down. Almost reminds me of the F-Type Jaguar, except this is a sedan. I like how the lights, most brands now are doing this light bar. I want to say the Porsche 911 is the one who did it best, the new 992. It's my favorite car on the road. It's rare to see because they're crazy expensive and maintenance is crazy. But a lot of brands are actually starting to do that. I love these rims, very nice design. I like how you have this outtake, I would say, or maybe just a design cue kind of, scoops there on the side. I like how the back looks. This is electric, so you don't see any exhaust pipes. I like how the window kind of goes in with the top. I hope this is all glass. If they do release something that looks like this, I think it'll sell pretty well. If the interior also looks good. And speaking of Infinity, looks like they also have some SUVs here. The Verge. It says The Verge. I wonder if that's the name of it, but wow, I love it. There's not much to say. Even like the lower part here of the bumper looks cool. Very simplistic. These intakes, you can tell this is a render. Mirrors, nowhere to be seen. Might be just cameras. This probably won't be on the road in the next 4 or 5 years, so let's not talk about it too much. There is a rear picture. Ooh, man. That might be one of the best looking rears of a car. Looks a tiny bit, if you cut through here, it looks almost like the Lamborghini Urus rear, if you cut this part. But wow, like it looks good. I like how the roof kind of scoops down this way, almost like a GTR. The Nissan GTR does that, and I think it's beautiful. I don't know. It's good that other brands don't really do it, but man, that is one thing that makes the GTR distinctive is how the roof line kind of goes down in the window on the side. But if they release this, just like that sedan, it is beautiful. I love it. And what else do we have here? Ooh, we got a truck too. This is the Tesla truck, but we already know that the Cybertruck looks different. If they do, I think this looks better than the Cybertruck, but I don't think this is what we're going to get ever. Yeah, these are, I don't know if these are renders. They kind of look like renders. Hard to tell. Alfa Romeo. Does this have a name? I really like this. I don't know what the name of this is. I hate when they put these pictures on Google, but they won't put the names. They're just like, best cars coming 2021. Well, I gotta say, this is beautiful. But this car has been out, and we've seen it. I believe Doug DeMuro's reviewed it already, so take a look at that. I think it's beautiful. I think they did a good job. I believe this car has a Ferrari engine too, if I'm not wrong. This is a vehicle that I love. Like, ever since they revealed it, I think they nailed it. I love the design. It's simplistic, but it brings back like the old school style. I like how the roof is black. I like how the lights look. Just everything. They made like the square grille, but that's to imitate the old versions of the Z. And most likely this car's name when it comes out will be the 400Z. Who knows? Hopefully it has 400 horsepower as well or something close to that. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And then the rear, when we look at this rear, just amazing like how this rear looks. I really, really like it. I really love this car. I like the rear. I like the front. I like the side. I like, man, even these rims. I wouldn't do gold. I would go with black. But even the rear here with the diffuser, the lights are just amazing. Just amazing. They took this a little bit from the 90s version of the Z. But wow. Like, it is something that if I'm able to put some spare money for a car on the side, like a sports car, which I intend to do, this might be the one. I have 2 or 3 that I really like. I like the Corvette, the C8. I like this. I like the Supra. I like the 911, but that's a little out of reach. Who knows in 5 years what can happen? But right now it's out of reach. Even the Cayman, I like that car. But this, like, ever since I've seen it, I love it. Next up, we got the Polestar 2. I know the name of this one because I've seen it before. The Polestar 2, absolutely gorgeous. Volvo used to make ugly cars in the 90s, 70s, 80s. Man, they were ugly. Even early 2000s, they were so ugly, I hated them. I was like, man, I know it's like a luxury-ish brand, but come on, man, do better. But now, man, I see these Volvos and they look amazing. Even the XC40, they have not a hybrid. They have an electric one coming out, and it looks insane. It looks really, really nice. And this is Polestar, which is it's almost like the luxury brand of Volvo, or it is the luxury brand of Volvo. So a lot of the design cues are from the Volvo cars, but this is like a crossover SUV. It looks like to me. There's another picture where it's kind of angled a little different. I think it looks so nice, just the way the lights are designed. Even these rims, I'm not a big fan of four spoke, but it kind of works here, just the way they are. If they were black, I like black rims. For me, every car should have black rims, but people have to choose what they want. Even how they did the grille there looks kind of nice. See another picture here. This one's a little closer. The mirrors look nice and tiny. The side, not much going on the side. The front looks amazing. Looks a lot like a Volvo, except probably double the price. I was trying to see if there was a rear picture. Let me see. See more. Alright, looks like there's a rear picture of the beast here. And yeah, it looks okay. I'm not it looks okay, but I would have gotten rid of this bar here. See, some cars, the light bar works. On this one, I don't think it works. I would get rid of this, or I would have moved it to the top instead. Maybe on the top it would look better. Here in the middle, nah, don't do it. If this is already out, you messed up. If it isn't out, then you still have time to maybe fix it. It'll probably cost a lot of money to fix that. But yeah, that's what I have to say about that one. Next up, we got the Buick, and I do know the name of this car, but I cannot find it right now. What is this Buick? Let's pop this open here. Let me see. Buick. The Buick Envision. That's the name of this vehicle. Buick Envision. So I don't see a lot of Buicks. I don't know in the States how this is, but in Canada I don't see many. Rounded mirror. That looks okay. The rims look good, but you know, they're not very futuristic. I believe this car is already out. I might be wrong. I haven't seen any on the road. I don't see many Buicks, to be honest. It has like the chrome trim up there. The grille, I would like black out the lines on the grille, because sometimes if you have too much chrome, it just doesn't look as good. It doesn't make the car look too aggressive. I like the lights. I like these parts here. I don't know if these are functional or not. It has a lot of chrome going on in this car, and I'm more of like the black glossy thing. I'm not a big fan of of that, but you know what? I gotta say, I do like the design of this car. It does look pretty good. It does look good. I think it'll sell, maybe. I don't know. It's tough to tell. I don't see many Buicks. It's kind of sad. What do we got here? We got a CX something, CX30. I do like this car, and I even consider this one as one of my, potential future cars. I do like it. I think it looks nice. I like how Mazda's doing their designs. The front looks pretty nice too. Like I said, I would probably prefer if this was a black trim here. And then black rims, even though these are kind of like a sharp gray, which still looks nice. This is obviously a European one, so here where I live, we don't even use plates in the front, but in the back we would, and they're plates that look like American plates anyway. I do like that car. The Chevy Trailblazer. It's like a mini Blazer. If you guys have seen the Blazer, I think it looks really nice. It looks almost like a Camaro SUV. It looks really, really nice. Very aggressive. I know it didn't do what the Bronco did. The Bronco kind of went retro style. The Blazer did not, but I think it looks nice. I know a lot of people don't like the new Camaro, but I like how it looks. Regardless of it not looking as retro as before. Excuse me. I still think it looks nice. As for the Trailblazer, I like it. I've actually seen these. I don't like this color. I'm not a big fan of this color, but I actually looked inside of one because I went to the dealership to look at a Blazer recently, and I gotta say this one does look nice. I would do the same thing here. I would keep this black. It would just make it a lot more aggressive. It does almost look like a mini SUV Camaro. I like how brands are doing this two-tone thing. A lot of brands, you can see this part here is kind of where it's splitting. I don't know if that has a function at all, but I do like brands doing this. Like, I was like, oh, the black roof looks really nice, but a lot of brands are doing different colors, and it's looking nice as well. This is a cheaper vehicle. I'm not a fan of these fog lights. I believe these are fog lights, because these should be the beams, or the running lights and the high beams. Or maybe the fogs are down here. I can't tell. I would have to see the car. I like this part down here on the bumper. I think these are fog lights. I think it's too big. If they made this a little smaller, it would look better. Or if they placed it somewhere else, or just kind of, build it into the side here somehow. Do something like this in black with a black trim, and then just have the light as an LED there. And then it wouldn't cut so deep in, and it would actually make the car look wider. Because it is a small car. When I looked at it, it was pretty damn small. I didn't consider getting this. It's too small. But I do like it. I think it's nice, and it'll probably sell a lot. Okay. I know a lot of people, including me, do not enjoy this. I do not like this at all. One little bit. To be honest, I don't even like the lights on this one. And I don't even know what car this is. An X5, like an electric X5 or something like that, or 7. I just can't with this grill. It's like, I know brands are like making big grills nowadays, like really big grills, because it makes the cars look aggressive and all that. But BMW tried to do that as well, but I don't think it works. I think a lot of people, and I've seen lots of videos and lots of comments, people don't like this. There's some that like it and don't care. I do not like this one little bit. I think it's disproportional. It just doesn't look good on the car. I don't know if it's because it's split, or if it's because they're doing something with the lights. Maybe if the lights weren't like attached to the grill, maybe it would look better. Maybe if you cut here and have like bodywork here and just the lights almost in the corners, maybe it would look better. But this just makes the car look narrow and ugly, and man, BMW, get to the drawing board, change it. I'm not a designer. I just love cars and like how they look and stuff. But this doesn't work. And your guys are doing this on almost every car you're releasing. So smarten up. Here's another Trailblazer in white. The one I actually saw was this color. I think it's a cute little car. It is a cute little car. Let's go to the Cybertruck. Well, it is cool, but it was probably designed by a 3-year-old. He probably, Elon Musk walked home. I don't know if he has a kid or not. I've never researched that, and I don't really care too much. I do think the guy's a genius, and he does amazing stuff. I hope he gets to Mars soon. He does have a good plan. I hope he's the first one, because he is advancing everything in this world. Like, the things he is doing are good for humanity. Like almost everything that he's getting into is amazing. Except this car. I think it is cool, but he probably, if he does have a kid or maybe has a nephew or something, or he just walked into a school and like, kids, draw me a truck, and they just, this is what they came up with. Then he's like, all right, this is what I'm gonna build. Like it is cool. It looks like from a sci-fi movie from the 70s or 80s. But like the roof, they could have done something about that. I would cut this here and make it straight. But I see what he wanted to do. They want the lines all, they don't want to break it up. They want all angles, 90 degrees, or, what is this? 100 degrees, 120 maybe. Yeah, it'll sell. I'm pretty sure it'll sell. Here's a front picture. The front is pretty amazing. I do like, and I love the rims. I gotta admit, it's just the top part and the side that look weird. The front looks really nice. I actually think the front is, that's probably what's gonna actually sell it. Getting into another vehicle here is this, and I believe this is gonna release in 2024, and most people won't afford it, and most people, even if they can't afford it, they won't get it, because I believe this is limited production. I did forget the name of this car as well. The Aston Martin Valhalla, that's not the name. Is it? It can't be. No, it is the Valhalla. Alright, with James Bond up there. I think the Valhalla, if I could get one, and if I was super rich, I think this is one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. Honestly, I think it's amazing. I like what they did with the front. There's technically no grille. They just built the bodywork in a way where it like does that Aston Martin thing, like the little slope down, and I think it works. And I think like even the side here, this works really nice. This is just like I was saying, amazing. I like how the front looks. Pretty sure there's gonna be functional stuff here because this is like a hypercar. I like how it has the two-tone. I've actually seen a video where a guy walked into the interior. It's very minimalistic, but it looks super cool, super futuristic. I love it. I think it's pretty damn nice. I think it's amazing. I do like this. I wish more brands do this. Kind of have like some sort of design on the side of the tires. And I wish like we could just like buy them like this if you want to. You probably can, but I think it looks cool. Cars having this almost makes it look like it's an actual race car, which it could be, but it's not meant for the street. Here's another one, and I know this one's tough for people because they don't want the Mustang name to be attached to this electric SUV because it has nothing to do with Mustang. But where I think Ford is going is, I almost want to say, and I might be wrong, but my idea is that Ford, actually, let's go to a better picture here because this one has like the gray. Let's go to this one. This one looks really cool. I love this color. It's one of my favorite colors on a vehicle. I like the black grille. I love the design of this car. I love it 100%. It's beautiful. Even the rear is beautiful. I think the rear is so nice. And like I was saying, where I think Ford is going is, I believe they're trying to create almost like a premium brand of Ford. Almost like Honda has Acura, Toyota has Lexus, Nissan has Infiniti. All these brands are bumping up, like Volvo has Polestar, all that. They have like their luxury brand or their upper class brand. And I almost feel like Ford is going to try to do that. I might be wrong. They might try to be detaching the Mustang name from Ford. And then under the Mustang name, they have all these cars. They have like the Mustang sports car, just the Ford Mustang. They'll probably just use GT or GT500, GT350, those names, or the Bullet or whatever. I believe that one's discontinued now. And then the electric ones, because it's coming, man. It's already here. It's a matter of time till, it's going to take, maybe 15, 20, 30 years till gas is obsolete or gets super expensive that people just can't afford a gas vehicle. And that's the direction it's going. So don't be surprised if you get an electric sports car Mustang instead of an SUV. The next Mustang may as well, they might have an inline 4, the one that they already have. It might have a V6 still. They might still make the V8, but I almost want to bet that they'll also make an electric version of it. I almost want to bet that they will. And I might be wrong, but I think they're going to do it. I think they will. But regardless of that, the design, I love it. Nice diffuser at the back. I even like the rims. I like the top there in black. Here's another picture of the rear. I just love the car. It is quite expensive, but it is beautiful, I gotta admit. This is a possible Z06. I think this is a render. I love it. Everything in this car is looking, it's like a little bump. There's not much that is different from the regular C8, the release version, except for the spoiler there. And then the roof also has black, which I believe you can get on the regular one. But then the front is where they started making the changes, and they might have, on this render, they might have, expanded the sides. Because I believe the regular one, this here is smaller, if I'm not wrong. Man, my doorbell keeps notifying me. I believe this is smaller, and it doesn't go out as much, so I believe this car is wider, but I really like how the front is looking. It is really looking nice. If this is what comes out for the Z06 or the ZR1, I think it looks really, really nice. This might not be the ZR1 because that engine might not fit up there. Or actually, this is a rear-mounted engine. What the hell am I saying? I'm looking at the front. Stupid. The old one was front, and I remember they raised the hood there. No, forget it. Forget what I just said. Dumb, stupid. I know this car is rear-mounted engine. So, yeah. I think it looks really nice this way. If it's the Z06 or the ZR1, I'll take it. I like it. I like it a lot. Here's a car I actually ordered. I actually ordered this car. Not this one, this is the Prime, but I did order the RAV4 XSE. The XSE, it was all white with the black roof and black rims, and then it has the fog lights here, a little different than these, but this is black, and the car is like a pearl white or a snow blizzard white. I did take it for a test drive. I liked it. 219 horsepower, I believe 180 something from the inline 4 2.5 liter engine, and then the rest that brings it up from the electric engine. You can ride on EV, but just short distances, parking lots. The car hasn't showed up yet because there's a lot of demand that is hybrid, like I was explaining. But I'm probably gonna cancel. I'm gonna cancel and probably lose $1,000. I like the design. I gotta admit, for a RAV4, I think this car is looking aggressive. I think it is looking nice, and this is the Prime, so it's even a step up from the one I ordered. I think they did everything good in this car. Everything looks really, really nice. From the lights to the side to the wheels to the rear. I don't have a rear picture here available, but even the rear looks nice. I just think that 40, almost 50 grand total price Canadian for the car, I think it's too much. I have an Acura TLX A-Spec. It was about 46,000, and I love it. And it's considered a luxury sedan, not like a high luxury, but a luxury sedan. It's the upper class of Honda. And when you're selling me a Toyota, and Toyotas are great and amazing, and I love Toyotas. My very first car was a Toyota. When you're selling me a Toyota for almost that price, I think it's too much. And then I thought about it, and it's like, well, I put that down payment, but I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes, in interest, they're taking 6% interest, so they would make 16 grand on interest alone. So if I lose $1,000, it would still cost me 15 grand at the end of the day, on top of the 50. So that's insane. I would be paying almost the same as a Porsche Macan would start. I even mentioned that to the guy. I was like, man, the full, with everything paid. He's like, well, then if you finance the Macan, I said, yeah, I was like, he was like, yeah, if you finance the Macan, it would be 80. I was like, yeah, fair, but if I had the 66,000 to pay cash right away, I wouldn't be paying interest. I would just pay the car and I could get a Macan. But that's not the scenario. But I mean, you see where I'm getting. And the Macan is better or nicer, and it's a Porsche. And I'm probably gonna drop this buy unless they really drop the price when I get in there when the car arrives. If they drop the price a lot, I might switch it up for my TLX. If they don't drop it, I might have to just be like, sorry guys, like I can't, I can't. But regardless of that, it is nice. The other downfall of this car for me is taxi drivers. You see so many taxis with this car, especially in white, and that's another thing. It's like you don't want to be driving a car that taxi drivers are driving, because then people can get confused, walk up to it thinking you're a taxi driver, or just it doesn't feel exclusive enough. And sometimes you want something exclusive. Other people don't care about that. I like to have cars that look a little different. I remember I bought a Volkswagen Scirocco back when I lived in Portugal, like the 2009 version, and it was beautiful and it was rare. Only myself and a very close friend of mine had one. His was the diesel, mine was the gas version, or petrol, like you say in England. But beautiful car, beautiful car. It never made it into North America, but yeah, it was. I considered that almost like an exclusive car. Not many people had it. This is not what we're getting, because we've seen the Subaru, the new BRZ, and the Toyota will look similar for sure. It won't look like this, I'm pretty sure. This might be a render. I don't know if they actually built this. It's hard to tell. It looks real, but at the same time, some parts here, I'm pretty sure this is a render. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one, and I'm gonna cut this pretty soon here. Here's another Toyota. What is this? Toyota Lerender? I think this is not real. Rivian. Alright, so we got a Rivian, new brand, popping up, electric. I believe it's electric. It's not hybrid, it's all electric. I gotta say, it kind of reminds me a lot of Land Rover on the side and even the front, but then the lights is where it changes. I could see their front lights are like a light bar. No grill, so it is electric for sure. It does seem like it has some openings here for possibly air to cool down. I like this scoop, it looks nice. These, I don't know if these are lights as well. They do look like lights. I think there's LEDs in there. These might be the running lamps, and these might be the high beams or something, because these are the fog lights down here. I like the rims. I'm not a fan of green on cars, but it actually looks pretty nice on this one. I believe this brand is going to be successful, to be honest. I think it'll be successful. And I do like the design. It's different. It's not really imitating much. Maybe a little bit Land Rover on the side profile. Actually, the car design, except for the lights and stuff. Maybe Land Rover, but other than that, it's it changed enough to pass as its own thing, in my opinion. And what do we got here? I'm sure a lot of people would like to put their dirty little hands on this one. The Gemera. It, man, Koenigsegg is just amazing. The stuff, the cars that guy makes, Christian, and the way he designs them. Like, I cannot point one thing that I don't like in this car. And you can sit 4 or 5 people in this. I think 4. I think there's 2 seats in the back. But everything on this car is beautiful. Like, from the front to the lights to the rims to the interior. I've seen pictures of the interior before. Everything in this car is beautiful, and I like these yellow accents. I even like how he put the Gemera there. This car is the one that has the 3-cylinder that makes 600 horsepower, and then the electric motors. I don't know if it's 4. I think 1 for each wheel, if I'm not wrong. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just, man, it is so amazing. But it also costs probably like $3 million or something, $2 million. I have no idea, but it's not going to be cheap. The Mirai. If I'm not wrong, was it Doug DeMuro that I watched do a review on this? I think the Mirai looks really nice, but it runs on hydrogen, so there's not a lot of places to put hydrogen in your car, especially not in Canada. And I know when the person, I believe it was Doug DeMuro that I watched do a review on this, I believe he said there was only like 1 or 2 places in California or something at the time. But I do, talking about the design, I do like it. Like, I think it looks nice. It looks like a souped up Camry. It's not very powerful. The numbers, I think it's below 200 horsepower. But I like how I like what Toyota is doing with a lot of their models. Even with the Camry is looking aggressive. The new Corolla, the hatchback one, I don't like the sedan, even though my first car was a Toyota Corolla sedan, but like from the 80s. The hatchback looks really nice, and it kind of does this with the grille. The Camry is doing the same, and then like the 4Runner looks amazing as well. I even like the Supra, even though it has the BMW engine. I don't care too much. If it's a BMW engine that's gonna get you a Supra, so be it. Whatever. It's either that or you wouldn't get a Supra at all because they probably wouldn't have made it. So I'm okay with having them. And BMWs are good and fast, so don't worry about it. The rims are nice. Yeah, I like the design of this car. I like the side profile of it. Looks pretty nice. I like the rear. I like the front. Simplistic in a way, but just, it's too bad that it's not that strong. They should make like a full electric version or even a gas version for this. Would probably sell a lot. I think it would sell a lot if they made that. The hydrogen, they're going to have trouble selling hydrogen because it's tough to fuel that. It's really tough. And the way you fuel a hydrogen car is very similar to gas. You walk up to a pump, you put it in, but you got to make sure it's sealed for pressure. You fuel your car, take it off, and you're good to go. Saves a lot, doesn't pollute as much, but it's tough. And some believe hydrogen is going to make it's going to come and it's going to come strong. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know. I think electric is probably what things are going to be for the future. And I hope gas sticks around for a while. I really do. Because, I don't know, I love the sound of engines. And especially V8s. They sound so good. Even V6s do. And then V12s. It's sad if all that disappears. What else do we got here? The new TLX. This is a small picture. But let's go to... Man, this one's small too. Alright, this one's a little bigger. Okay, so the new TLX. The 2020 model, 2021 as well. I like what they did with the mirrors, black. The one I have is the 2018 model, A-Spec. So it looks very similar to this. Even the lights are kind of similar. The lights on the new one are a little more aggressive, and the grille almost looks like it's smaller. But the part that I like in the front is how they made the front bumper integrated with kind of like this design here going into the light. I like that. I think the front looks amazing. The rims, because this, I believe, is the Type S. It's not the A-Spec. The rims on the Type S, that's coming out pretty soon, look amazing. I don't like the rims on the regular A-Spec. I don't like it. I like the rims on my A-Spec, but I don't like the rims on the new A-Spec. The other thing I don't like, so this, again, is the Type S. The rear looks nice on the Type S. I like the quad exhaust plus the diffuser. And I like how they blacked this out to put the license plate there. I just don't like the lights. I think they either should have made them thinner or they could have gone with that light bar kind of thing, like make it a full light bar. I think the back is where they messed up the design of the car. The side profile looks almost like mine. Maybe a little bit shorter on the back. But for the most part, I like it. And this is the Type S again. Let me actually Google here. The Acura TLX A-Spec 2021. Whoa, 2021 3. Whoopsie daisy. What did I open up here? Get out of here. Okay, let's go. Pop that open. Alright, the A-Spec looks like this. And as you see, the rims aren't ugly. And this is already different. You can tell from the S-Type or the Type S. The Type S looks better in every way. I'm not a big fan of these rims. I don't know. I'll pull up the one I have, A-Spec 2018. And these are the rims. This car looks exactly like mine. Exactly the same. So they are similar. But here it changes. I like the new one a little bit more. The rims on mine I prefer. They're 19-inch, but they're thinner, these things. And on the other one it's wider, which I don't like. I do like the black mirror on the other one, and I would like if this was black on mine. I might even one day want to wrap that, I might ask to wrap it. But yeah, I think it's similar to the old one. I still like it. I don't like the rear. I think the rear of mine looks better, to be honest. This is the rear of the 2018. I think this looks better. That's my opinion. People have different opinions. I think that looks better to me. Next up, we got... let's see, what do we got? We've seen Supras. That's not really new anymore. I do think the Supra looks nice, though. This is something we can't afford, but I think they did an amazing job, and these are functional, too. These here. Yeah, it's beautiful. Next up. What do we got? I might just do 2 more cars to comment. Okay, here's the Tucson. We were talking about the EQC earlier, and there we go. And this is kind of what I was trying to say. The EQC, this was totally ripped out of the EQC. This design, and I can show that really easily if I pull up a picture of an EQC, and put it side by side. I don't even have to put side by side, but that's the EQC. And that's that one. Actually, this will probably be even similar. You know, it's not fully identical, but you guys see where I'm getting at. Like the light sloping into the grill. Totally ripped off. Regardless of that, I do think it looks nice. I'm not a big fan of these. I think they're too big. But I like the black accents. They're doing kind of what I like. The roof is black too. The design itself is pretty nice. A little too many lines on the side for my liking. The rims are pretty cool as well. It's just sad that it's you know, imitating a little bit the Mercedes, in my opinion. I don't know if they did that by mistake, but I'm pretty sure they did not do that by mistake. The Kia K5. Where'd it go? Disappeared. Oh no. Where did it go? What is this? Yaris crossover. Okay. I don't know if this is something that's going to come into production, but I like it. The only changes I would make on this car, I like the fog lights, how it is. I believe those are the fog lights here. I like the rims. They look pretty cool. I like this trim around the wheels. I like the two-tone. They could make the mirror black. I just wish they blacked out this section here, made this like a full black section, and boom, you got it. That would be nice. Is this the rear? The rear looks pretty nice too. Another car doing that light bar kind of thing. I don't know if this is coming out. It might be coming out this year. From what it says for the picture title, I don't know. It is a hybrid. It looks, I like it. I like it for a Yaris. It's looking pretty damn good. Pretty damn good to me. What do we got here? I want to talk about a certain vehicle that I finally seen on the road. 2021 or 2022 actually. So this one right here. And it's not because I own an Acura or any of that, but I love the design of the new MDX. I love everything about it. The front and the rear, I think, looks beautiful. The front, like even on the picture, these lights look like slim, but in reality, when you see the car in reality, it looks even better. Like it looks even more slim. And I believe I saw the A-Spec, a white one. And here it is. Yeah, that's the one I saw. I mean in real life, I actually saw it when I go pick up my fiance, and it looked exactly like this. I think it looks sick. I think they did a good job. The rear, there's a picture of the rear. There we go. The rear looks good too. You know, I like it. I even like the rear. For an SUV, I like it. I like this. I think they did a really good design on this one. I wasn't a big fan of the previous MDX. This one, I think they did a really, really good job with it. And gotta praise them for that. I think they are. Even the new RDX is looking pretty cool too. Um, what else do we got? And let's go to one final car. And we'll go with this one because I watch Rady's rides. I like watching that guy. He does pretty good reviews. He's almost like Doug DeMuro as well, and he's pretty funny as well. But he got to take a look at this, the Ariya, the Nissan Ariya. It is an electric car, and it's a crossover, I believe, or a compact SUV, whatever you want to call it. Here's another picture. It is another car that's kind of stealing from the Mercedes kind of design there. We're seeing a lot of brands. What do we see? The Cadillac do it, the Hyundai doing it, and now we're seeing Nissan doing the same. So a lot of them are doing this. The side profile is not great. I like the front. I think it's all right. I like the front. Yeah, I do like it. The rims, they're okay. Like, I'm okay with it because it's an electric vehicle, so these should be functional in terms of aerodynamics. Sometimes aerodynamics on electric cars will save on your range. I don't know how it really works. I'm not into physics. The rear of the vehicle. Another car doing the one bar here. Looks really nice. Here's one with like expanded. I think the rear looks really, really nice. It might be the highlight of this car. I like how they have this, some sort of diffuser. I even like the color on it. I'm not a big fan of this color, but on this car with the black accents, it looks really nice. I think this will be a good seller for an electric vehicle. I think it will. Honestly, I think it will. And that pretty much sums it up for looking at pictures and stuff. You guys comment and let me know what you guys think about these cars and your thoughts, and if you think they'll be good and they'll sell well, or if you think they're gonna fail. Like I thought some might fail a little bit, and some might sell well. I think this car, for example, will sell really well. Others might not. I'll probably continue doing more videos like this soon. I just thought about doing something else, and I love cars and I like design, and I like how cars look and what can we do better, or what designers could do better to make them look even better. I might even do a video just on the BMWs to talk about those grills. Like, honestly, I might just do that. I might do a video just talking about these light bars, like the full light bar in the back, just to compare brands doing it. I might do something like that. But regardless of that, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please sub and come back for more. And stay safe, please.